Simply beautiful. Yeah, sorry, I'm in my Maxwell, Susan. I came in right in Maxwell. Why am I doing everything backwards? So, oh my goodness. Can you hear me, Susan? Just making sure I'm here. Because I swear I'm doing everything backwards. I kid you not. Oh my goodness, sis. I literally came into my mom's house. As y'all can see, I'm not at home. I'm in my mom's house. I came into my mom's house. I went and put my stuff in the washer. My dad was drying something. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna turn the dryer up a little bit to make sure his stuff dry with my." You just can't help me about you, baby. Y'all, I'm sitting here jamming. I'm sitting here jamming. That was funny. Now it says I have an excellent connection. I'm gonna blame it on the winds out south. We're gonna blame it on the south side of Chicago. Had times with Cooch, how you doing? Lorex, how you doing? Yes, I did freeze. I don't know what happened to my connection. How you doing? How you doing? Serena, how you doing? How you doing, everybody? Happy Monday. I had to come in today. I'm like, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. Got to pull it to that. I was like, you know what, y'all? I gotta come live. I wanted to come yesterday, but Danny was kicking the bobo. Danny was kicking the bobo. Danny was around love and laughter and happiness. I made some tacos. I ate some jalapeno stuffed pretzels. I had fun. I watched funny stuff. I watched Parks and Recreation. I told y'all I was back into that like I never seen it. I laughed. I watched Half Baked, and it was even funnier than I thought it was 20 years ago. My opinion only. But man, y'all, I kicked the bobo. I went to the dispensary, caught a 4 for 20. Oh my, I kicked the bobo, y'all. I kicked it. And I didn't want to leave joy yesterday. I didn't want to leave happiness yesterday. And not to say if I come on the internet, I come in the kingdom and there's always love. Even when hatred comes, love wins me every time I walk into this kingdom. Cree, how you doing? How you doing? But allegedly, how you doing? Love is what greets me at the door. So I'm always grateful to be here. But y'all know one thing Danny don't do. I'm not the rest of them. So if I was drunk, if I got drunk, then I'm not going to sit here and hold y'all and say, Danny don't get drunk, ain't never got drunk in her life. She be lying. She used to drink to cope. But anyway, if I got drunk, I'm not coming on here to talk drunk shit with you. If I'm kicking it, getting my 420 on, getting the bobo and want to laugh, I really ain't kicking it on here to talk about heifers who I mean. You get what I'm saying? Or coming on here to talk about the hatred the world gonna pump. I come on here with y'all to kick it. I come live instead of just doing uploads and in shorts because I like kicking it with the people. My subscribers are who watch my videos. That's who make me who I am. So I am grateful for my subscribers. So I could have 10 million subscribers and I guarantee I'm going to come live just to kick the bobo. I'm going to come live just to have some fun with you, to tell you how I'm doing so you can see me live and in living color and know I'm okay. Know I made it through the storm. All of us were counted today, you know, to the Catholics. You know, one thing I'm going to say, I'm not a religious person. I have nothing against religion, but I usually like the popes. Most of the popes I really like. I do. So Pope Francis was one of the good ones. Pope Francis, you know, what I love about the popes is at the end of the night, the things that they do don't have a lot of things in the world do, but it really don't have. It's like Mother Teresa. It's like the people who, ambassadors of Guam, people who do that kind of stuff. I salute that. In this world, we need that. We need that. We need great people, and we need people that bring together and who are there for the people that nobody care about, or the people that everybody feel are nobody. So prayers to the Pope, and to the Catholics. I know they are in a sad place. I hate to see any leaders lost. I get mad when we lose our legends. I be like, wait, no. About a month ago, somebody said Stevie Wonder died. I fell out. I was on the floor. No, Stevie, no. And then I looked it up, and they're like, Stevie Wonder is alive. I'm like, oh shit. I can't afford another legend. Stevie Wonder, 9,000 years old. I'm like, I can't afford another legend. I can't. Damn. I'm still coping from Prince, Babs. I'm still coping, sis. Shoot. Dad, how you doing? How you doing? Happy Monday, y'all. We made it. We made it to another manic Monday. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. And I gotta get myself together, y'all. I kid y'all not. I've been slacking so bad. I've been kicking the bobo. I've been being there with family. Tomorrow my twin goes into surgery. I've been being with family. I've been being with friends. One of my best friends, my sisters, her mom is battling cancer. I've been being present. I don't want to miss out on life because this is real life. Y'all are part of my real life, but I don't want to miss out on the things that I can't get back. So I've been real busy, but in doing that, I kid y'all not. Yesterday, YouTube got paid. Danny didn't. But they'll tell y'all I came on here just to catch a buck, just to get a goody booty in my pocket. I don't know. That's a guess. I guess I'm okay. I come on here truly to work on my editing skills because the real me is a producer, editor, director. That's who I am. So I want to learn some of those things and what else but putting up videos. Yes, that allegedly that's what counts. It's whenever Danny says something, I learned that a lot of people seem to think I'm the gospel. They think I'm Pope Francis. But I'm not. I'm a human like the rest of us. I'm flawed like the rest of us. I have an opinion just like an ass like the rest of us. Um, and But at the end of the night, when I think about this stuff, like if I have a beef with somebody, if me and Babs don't get along, and me and Babs are talking about each other, that's one thing. If I'm running to every one of Babs' friends' chats and Babs' chats just to see if anybody's talking about me, I'm looking for the problem. I expect in places that they don't like me, they talking about me. You know what I'm saying? And not in a good way. I don't expect to walk into a chat and they be like, "Oh my God, Danny, just I'm so beautiful. Her spirit, her soul, just the most." I don't expect to walk in and see that. So I can't walk in and get mad. But when we get to a point where we are harassing pregnant people, that's wrong. Where we harassing children, that's wrong. Where you're calling a grown-up's mother or father, grandmother or grandfather, that's wrong. Where we are posting people's children, that's wrong. Where we are finding out who your husband used to sleep with back in the day, baby, none of this shit has nothing to do with anything. You get what I'm saying? None of this is important. Think about the world right now. Think about the things that people are sitting at home trying to figure out. Think about the fact that last month 300,000 people lost their job. Think about the fact that, think about that. Think about those things. And when I think about those things, when I think about being blessed to still have my mother and my father alive, I can't sit and say I got time to yeah, I'm Francis. I'm Francis Gray. Sometimes I speak, they think I am, or they think I'm I'm the Dalai Lama of YouTube. I am the coming. I rose from the YouTube, not the cross. I rose from the YouTube yesterday to I ain't none of that. I don't want to be any of that. None of that will give any joy to my life. If I was the most whatever on YouTube wouldn't bring joy to my life. Like that's not it. That's not it. Nurse Jen, how you doing? Yes, it's all wrong. But see, the problem is that when I talk, people think I'm only talking about people I don't like. I speak about a thing. If that thing fits, it fits. It fit me sometimes. I might be talking about something that's wrong that I've done. So even if I don't do it no more, I did it. But for some reason, if Danny brings up something, they'll be, oh, Danny don't see when everybody else do this. If I said doing kids is wrong, if you fall under that category, you were wrong. That's what's wrong with the internet. That you can't say nothing unless you're saying, okay, it's like your kids. You know how your kids, every time you're saying yes, no matter what it is, if you're saying yes, okay, let's do it, let's figure it out, you are super mom, super dad. The moment you say no, you become all these things you didn't know I was yesterday. But so suddenly you'll be like, well, no, I don't think you should go to that party. Any adult's going to be there. Now you've become, you always say no. You'd be like, what? You never listen. You think you know how it is. It's now you be like, wait a minute, how did we get all the way here? From no. That's how this internet is. They like your kids. But what's worse is this ain't something that you carried, you love unconditionally. This is just somebody you met on the internet and you don't even know if they really who they say they are because you don't know them. So I can't give it that kind of energy. I just, you know what I mean? Even when I came from the couch to content, when I became a content creator, I told y'all I originally was gonna come on here and I was gonna dog these bullies out. I was gonna come on here with bullies. I was gonna use every tactic they use, but then I thought I can't stand the tactics they use. So I came and I didn't do any of that. You know what I mean? Jared, how you doing? Jared King, I was gonna do a members only this morning, but then because I didn't do a pajama jammy jam yesterday, I did not do a members only this morning. But I definitely, my word, and this, my word is my bond on this one. I'm going to do a members only this week. And I'm going to try to make sure it's special. It'll be special to me. And to me, things that are special to me are special to give to the internet. Because sometimes, y'all, I could go live and just have fun with y'all and what I'm doing. But sometimes I just want to embrace the moment. And when I go out with y'all, I want to embrace y'all. So if I take you all out, like right now, I have my laptop with me. So I didn't have to do it on my phone because I knew my phone would just start ringing like crazy as soon as I push the button live. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this cornbread out the oven. Hold on. No, yeah, on the front one, yeah, I had that on for another about 15 minutes. Its timer didn't go off. I just got it on low. Hold on, y'all. I'm nosy. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I like to do. Dreamsicle. Just saying, how you doing? But that's who I am. So every Monday, I come to my parents' house. Every Monday, I hang out with my parents and I do for my parents, and that's something that I started because one, when I was in Georgia, it was the first time I was completely away from my family, where we weren't down the street from each other. We weren't right on, next to each other. So it made me realize how much I valued them. Not how much I missed them, how much I valued them, how much they were a big key component to who I am, and how they loved me so much that they made me be okay with who I was. So then when I came on here, then I'm telling myself and telling the world it's okay with not being Danny, but being who you are. And say, hey, some of us are bad. Some of us aren't good. Some of us are nasty, mean, whatever. That's us. And it's a bunch of parts to me. Maria, how you doing, sis? But yeah, so like I said, so when I come on this computer, like I said, I can argue with the best of them. I could roast with the best of them if that's what we want to do. But even as an adult, there's only so many lives I could do roasting you, where I'm not gonna be like, man, I feel like a goofy little kid. Just this is what we do. And then you'll hear these people in here. I pay my StreamYard. I ain't paid for StreamYard in almost a year. It's going on a full year. I am a monetized channel. But see, StreamYard allows these creators to get away with this hateful stuff they're doing. There's things that are allowed on StreamYard that are not allowed through YouTube. And so to me, some of them do it so they can hide their face, they can hide their hands, they can be messy. They are, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, only on the internet does nothing mean something forever. And something means nothing forever. Just, it's weird. It's weird. But I just don't change my moral compass. I'm still going to be me. So, like I told you, I like some people who've been to jail for murder. I didn't stop liking them because they called it murder. I didn't. That don't mean I agreed with the murder either. I know people who called cases for other stuff. They weren't always a violent crime. And I didn't stop liking them even if I didn't like the actions in which they took. So that's the thing. This is the internet. We're not, just like even with Maria. Everybody swear that me and Maria close because we talk. Y'all got to know that's a lie. All these people that fall out with each other, they talk. They used to talk, share pictures, talk about their family, talk about these other content creators, and they ain't friends. So y'all should know the reason me and Maria still cool, because we have nothing. Hey, Cooch, how long we been cool? Because we have nothing to separate us, nothing dividing us, nothing but what we truly are respecting about each other is the reason why we mess with each other. That's it. That's how it should be for all of us. I shouldn't be over there because you just opened my eyes to how bad somebody I was sitting in their face for. Like I said, if you sleep with a man for 5 years, right? Then when the 5 years over, you come tell us how he stank. He got the smallest package in the world. He ain't never had no money. He was using you. He used to cuss you out every day. He slept with another woman. He messed with your best friend. How bad does that make him look or you? That's how I feel about these friendships on the internet. How I look walking away from my friendship telling you how, and girl, she was the worst ever. Girl, she was this, and did you know she was that? And I know you sat there and took it. That's why I tell y'all, ain't nothing George can tell me about the B that ain't gonna be something he sat by her while we all addressed that she was these things. Everything he gonna say, we said it. Everything he gonna tell us, we know it. Everything we gonna listen to, we heard it. You not telling me shit new, but you leaving out some parts like you sat next to her knowing this. You sat next to this while other people said this. You sat next to her, no, like he'll be like, she one of the biggest racists ever. Is she? When did you find out? When you left them? Yeah, I don't get the internet. I don't get the internet. It's real hard to talk to me behind the scenes. You know why? Especially coming from the internet. Because there's so many people on this internet who use that for a reason to later be up on somebody's panel getting this fake recognition in life. Because I can't get recognition from people who aren't even recognizing themselves. It's just like wanting love from somebody who don't love themselves. How they gonna give it to you and they don't even know how to give it to them? I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And maybe I'm wrong because I believe that I'm really judging people by the content of their character. Like, white ain't gonna make me better. Black don't make me bad. Hispanic don't make you illegal. You get what I'm saying? None of that shit means anything to me. Because if I start breaking out facts, it's just like this internet. You learn that the people screaming the loudest are sometimes the worst. The people crucifying the most are the ones who need the crucifixion. The ones who are, you know what I'm saying? But like I told you, I didn't come on here to be nobody's lawyer, to be nobody's puppet, to be nobody's God, to be nobody's. I didn't come on here to do that. I came on here to show you that women can coexist together and build together. I came to show you that Black is powerful and beautiful and accepting to anything that's accepting to itself. I came on here to show you that my bads made me better, that, wrong made me right, and that my village made the best of me. I can't tell you that. I came to tell you that I'm going to know more about what's really going on than the people that are trying to tell everybody what to do. And it's not going to be because I went to a secret chat. I watched what was right in my face. What's right in my face. How do we live in a world where people can tell you a story that you don't know about? And it's out there to see, but you never look to find out. You just take them fully at that. You know why Danny don't play people's lives? Because if I tell you about it and it's still out there, I want you to go see it for yourself. Because sometimes they tell you what happened in a live and they tell you the bad part, but there's bad parts they left out too, that they didn't speak about. Nobody seemed to be bothered. Like I said, look at Squirty. Squirty came out here and told us, well, she brought John around. Then she told us he was the worst thing in the world. He was a racist. Hold on, let's show you years of racism. Then she waved the white flag, and that made everything that she said that was true about him not exist anymore. But only some of us are held to our past. Only some of us are held to this standard of we can't do this or we shouldn't do that. That's wrong. If you okay with Billy doing it, be okay with Bob doing it. And if you're not okay with Billy, I'm not okay with Bob doing it. But if you think I'm going to an adult's channel to tell them, please stop doing that, don't. I'm not. I'm not. But if you came in my chat and you said, I think showing somebody kids is what you do, da, 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 I might say to you, you might agree with that till it's your kid. And somebody might show somebody kid and somebody might take somebody kid's life. You never know what somebody gonna do in this world. You never know what somebody on the edge of. U.S. Navy Cat says, how you doing, vet? Salute to all the veterans. Salute to all the soldiers. But yeah, what? That's what I don't get. And then I don't get this whole grouping system. Like I tell people, hey, when me and Jules fell out, you never had to choose me or Jules. You didn't. You didn't. If you did, let it be your own choice. When me and Dear fell out, you didn't have to choose me or Demir Yvette. It wasn't a choice I was putting you in. Me and Heidi fell out, you don't have to put that in there. Don't choose me and hate her because I'm having a falling out with her. Choose you. Choose what you stand for. Choose what you believe in. And with that, you're done. That's where I'm at with it. See, these women are haters, so for them, they have to bring me down or bring someone else down to win. But they still on that same, they not even on a throne. They still on that same porta potty that they've been sitting on. You get what I'm saying? I'm just not there. And even what y'all think could bring me down, it doesn't. It actually builds me up because it shows how much better I am in spite of. You know, Ambulance says, hey, you're doing. I just think that most of us, the strength comes from trials and tribulations. It comes from what we were able to endure. But I'm not going to endure manufactured BS in a world full of BS, in a world full of, none of us are promised tomorrow. So why would I waste today? Just why? Why would I? Why would I? If you have things in this world that you think, man, I really feel like I couldn't live without them, then you better live with them now. Enjoy them now. Let nothing take you from that. So like I was saying, when I come on here, I don't care how long they talking about me. If they think every day I'm gonna talk about anybody, they got me wrong. I'm not. Life, Jill, how you doing? Life's too big for that. And then, like I said, these people don't want to fight. They want to bully. Those are two different things on the internet. On the internet, a fight is a back and forth. Even if it's a verbal fight, it's a back and forth. On here, you ain't even got to be on here. They still talking about you. You go in a chat. You ever went to a chat, y'all? You've been watching a live, and they not even talking about you, and you look in the chat, and they talking about you, and you be like, how did y'all get to me? How? How was y'all talking about tomatoes? And somewhere in those tomatoes. I said, shit, I got to just say some shitty shit about Danny. I'm using me for an example. But that's why I said, I don't worry about that. That's why the kingdom, we don't do this. I told y'all in the very beginning, in the kingdom, don't come in here to nickname any content creators. You could say their name. And you could say, I don't like Pookity P. Because you're entitled to that. But you can't come up in here and say, and Pookity P could be a drunk. You can't come in the chat and start, because see, that's what Pookity P looking for. They looking for somebody to call them out their name. Because like I said, remember, misery love company. So this is how you know the miserable people. They go to chats looking, trolling through chats to find something you said about somebody that they like. They go to lives that are titled, I can't stand, look, the title be called, I can't stand Heidi. And they'll come saying, I didn't know you was even talking about Heidi, but then you went in there and you was talking. The title said. The title said it. But y'all know something? When you a real boss, when you really got something to say that people want to hear, you ain't even got to put people's name in the title. You just got to say you got something to say. And they come, look, they all come. Look, their ears out like this. Look, he's so bad. He's so bad. Puda is so bad. That's all he do is leap onto this cat thing. He just leap, and then he leap, and he leap. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see them rails? How I go from one across thing? I swear, that cat wants to leap from here all the way across. It's something with the cat. Just, I cannot. And look, I'm in here in the peace room. This is a room of peace. There's a room of peace. And here come Poodle. He just like them people on the internet, y'all. Just like them. Just bad. Running. Nobody chasing him. His sister laying down getting some good rest. But not Puda. Puda flipping right. He just like these YouTube streets. He just gone. But y'all know how I roll through the YouTube streets. In a bulletproof. And we up in there blowing. In the bulletproof. In some neighborhoods we go through, I tell them, put the straps up. This is a safe place. We going to kick it. It's a kickback. In some of the places I say, call me in some backup. And we don't keep them in our holsters. But we going up in there like Billy the Kid in them. I'm telling you, because we going into the Wild Wild West. We going into the Wild Wild West. Some of these chats, you go in, you be like, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Who you with? I swear I was watching a live the other day. And the bar came in. They wasn't even saying nothing bad. They was kicking the bobo in the chat. And the person who was doing the live said, yeah, I know what you mean. Where you from? What set you with? I said, damn, but blood or cuz? This the GDBD war? What's going on up in here? I said, wait, what set you with? What set? What? The kingdom ain't got no sets. It got real bosses running through here. Sweets and Behind, how you doing? They got real kings and queens coming through here. Like I said, come in my chat. You ain't never gonna catch men coming in my. I don't care. Even y'all say what you want about William, and I got some things to say about him too. But William, you know, ain't nothing against you, baby. Me and William ain't talk. They're gonna be like Danny and William be talking on the low. But even with William, when people they could be in other chats getting it in, saying the most wildest shit, they come up in here and they put their crowns on. They don't go, look, they could leave him, but as soon as I get out of Danny chat, bitches, hoes, motherfuck that bitch. I can't stand her. Danny like Maria. Fuck Maria. That's a bitch. Don't come in here with it, please. Please. Don't. But that'd be like me looking through the chat. Let me see. Who in here? Let me see. Up. Huh. You like such and such, and I don't. What the? You got the cooties. No, you don't. You don't. You get to make your own choices around me. Matter of fact, I love people who can make their own choices and still be their own person. I like that. That really is a happy thing for me. Sorry, y'all. I need to plug this in before it go to down. Because for some reason, you get on your laptop to go live, and it won't make it. So Danny gonna come over here to the piano. That's where I'm at right now, y'all. I'm sitting at the piano. Man, I tell y'all, y'all know me already. I'm a musician who's not a musician. And when I was young, we didn't have a piano. When I was young, my family wasn't blessed enough to have that piano. But let me tell you something: we never suffered. We never went without. None of that. Hold on a second. Y'all know I'm about to get real dramatic. That's why we getting a story in the set. Hold on, we gotta mess with this. Oh, man. Y'all know me. All right, y'all ready? I'm trying not that I didn't want to put it on organ. I didn't want to get dramatic. Though I probably should give a little bit of organ because we all know that when music started in the Catholic Church. And the only person that could play the instruments was the priest. So we're going to put a little organ up in here today. And in my mind, I'm playing like I was in the church. And was it Beethoven? Who was the first one that they got to play? And they said, wait a minute, it sounded like you would have thought he came in there and was playing rock and roll music. They were like dun, 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 dun. You would have thought he came in doing that because they was like, wait, what kind of music is that? That don't sound like the organ he over there swinging. What is that? But it sounds good. Kind of made our soul's rhythm a little bit. But, you know, that's how it is. And then the first time I saw Big, do y'all remember in the movie Big, they go in the store and they playing the, wait, what is it? I can never keep it. Y'all. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Wait. Did y'all just hear my mama tell me to stop playing the piano like I'm not Beethoven? Anyway, yeah, it is called Chopsticks, sis. Yeah, Big is a great movie. Are you saying I can't play? That's why I should have been in piano when I was young. I should have had a grand piano in my bedroom. She stopped talking. Anyway, y'all. I guess I won't be playing anymore. Just one more key, Mom. That's it. Next time I'll play more for you, okay, Mom? They just won't let me be great in here, you know? She should let me take her piano to my house. Maybe we should put in a petition for her piano at my house. I could just hear my neighbors like, hey, girl, look, fake Tovin. I could just hear them. And I got the kind of neighbors that come knock on the door and just, girl, look, I kid you not, we will burn your piano down to the ground. We will throw it out the third floor window if you play one more key. I could hear him saying it. What kind of Monday is this, y'all, when I can't be me? When I cannot play the piano all day for hours in my mother's house? So hard to be a Marsha when they want to try to make you a Jan. You know, they try to make me a Jan sometimes. They do. But I'm a Marsha. Classical. That's what I was trying to give them. I tried to give her a little Beethoven, and then I tried to play for the Pope. I can't even get that on. I can't be great. It just makes me want to rebel and play the piano even louder. My mama know I can't even sit next to the piano and not mess with it. She could be in the middle of a conversation. If I come sit on this piano on this bench, oh, I'm playing. And he's playing. Then my dad, he always got to come out and show off because he can play. You know? Like, who comes out and shows out like that? Like, and then he taught himself. Yeah, he got to show off some more. Enough about me, guys. Enough about my Monday. We should call it Piano Monday. Never a dream. You're right. You're right, sis. I could never be a Jan. Never. I used to think I was going to be a Cindy because I had a speech impediment. And that's why sometimes when people, it's funny because sometimes people will say, you don't have a speech impediment. Then sometimes people will say, I can't understand what you said. I said, make up your mind. Do you notice sometimes? Yes, it's always about Marsha and Jan. It's got to be about Jan because she's so far off watching Marsha that you got to cater to Jan. I mean, it's just the life. Poor Cindy. She was just about to cut her tongue off. It's the youngest name. None of the fellas was worth a thing to me anyway. Just boo. Puda, don't you jump over here. It's so bad. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad you got a good laugh because I love for us to come together and have a good time. And like I said, the signal, it's funny, it's windy outside, but that's it. That's the only thing I could think is grabbing the signal over here. But yeah, the signal keeps going out. So like I said, I'm going to chill with y'all. Puda, look, y'all, this cat is so bad. Look at him, just so bad. Look, do you see him? Mm-hmm. Why is he over there? Puda, why are you there? Puda, you're so bad. Welcome to my world. That's Puda. That's Puda for you. He got cat beds, all that. He don't care. He want to go lay on the bookshelf. He want to come lay on top of this laptop. He want to lay on the piano while I'm playing. See, that's the type of day I'm having, y'all. That's the kind of, yeah. Oh, I'm unfroze. Am I still buffering? I'm back. Am I back? I'm back. I hope y'all saw Puda up on that bookcase. Because just my luck, that's what froze, and y'all didn't see Puda being bad. But he's so handsome. Look at him. He's like an Egyptian cat. Look at him. He's just so, oh my God. Oh my goodness, look at him. Oh my God, look at his paw just hanging. Every time I get back from my mom's house, Nino is like, was Puda being an attention whore? I'm like, yes, all night. Everyone knows. Well, interaction in the chat is good because it also shows that people didn't just come to watch the BS. So you ever went to a chat and it's 200 people and it says 200 people, but 9 people talking? Because the rest just came to see the BS, to screen record it, to go run back and tell their masters or whoever they tell. I don't know who they're telling these days, but they do it for those reasons. But when you actually have a chat, so no matter, one thing about here, we got 4 people in the chat. They're going to be talking to each other, talking to me. When I glance down, I'm going to be catching questions. I'm trying to get better. Blame my ass. But yeah, so interactions are hitting that like button. This is where you are always helping the content creator to move around and get further in algorithms, by hitting like buttons, by sharing, by commenting during the live and commenting inside of the shorts, the uploads. That helps a content creator. When speaking on them and other things, hashtagging their name. That's how you help content creators in reality. Everything else is a perk. Memberships, that's a perk. Super chats, super stickers, perks. Cash apps, PayPals, those are all perks. They're all great extras. But if it's content creators who never monetize and they make money through PayPal, Cash App, everything else, because it's people who still support their network, their channel, and don't want them to stop. And then there are people who monetize and they get it through super chats, but some get it through views, uploads, because they're getting millions of views in 28 days. I mean, it's all about what you're doing. But if you really want to make money here, then you make money through all 6 departments, through your store, super chats, super stickers, memberships, views. You make it through that. Advertisement, you make it, so like I said, it's ways to make money on here, and there's ways. Just one, be consistent. Follow what you believe in, and if it's something you believe in, there's going to be more than one video. You keep pumping it until it catches that algorithm, because there's an algorithm for everything. So hashtags help people get to the algorithms they're looking for, and hashtags spread them out. So it's so much to it, but just shitting on people every day and doxing people and doxing their children, you shouldn't be calling nobody's grown child on an adult. I got grown kids, so that's like my kid catch a case and you blame me. How? My kid grown. So if I'm on here acting a fool, you call my kid for what? They gonna do what? And if you get joy out of thinking you could mess me and my kid's relationship up, then you should understand why I'm coming at you so half-assed. Like I tell people, sometimes I understand, even when it came to John. John at one point was being bullied by several people. They were linking up. It was a group of people after him. So some of the stuff he was doing, even when he started putting together him a mob of bitches that wanted to fight for him more than he fought for himself, I said he's doing that because he got a slew of people going after him. That don't make it right. I just saw what he was doing. Through that get understanding. That don't make something right to me. But I knew, like, oh yeah, if you getting bullied, yeah, because if I'm getting bullied, but I'm gonna get real goons, not ones that play it on TV, like on the internet. I'm gonna get real ones, not ones that are under fake names, Yeah, I don't fool with that doxing. Like I said, when you find out where I'm at, I promise you're not gonna like coming through, because I'm gonna feel the same way if I'm coming through your shit. Yeah, and if you say one time to me, when we see each other, it's on. We could meet up with each other years and years later, and it's on. That don't die with me. If I say it, I mean it forever. Forever, ever. Unless I come out and say, you know what, man, when I told you on site that ain't no more, I meant that. I'm not going to say it every day. I said it once. You know it's so. Oh, yeah. I don't do none of that stuff on the internet. I'm never going to call y'all kids. Y'all could be calling my kids. I'm not calling your kids. Never. If your kid got a disability or tried to take their life or did anything like that, a drug addiction, I'm never gonna make fun of it. Ever. If your kid locked away in jail, I'm not making fun of that or your parenting because of that. Nope, not gonna happen. Even if you was doing it to me. If your kid OD'd, I'm never gonna use that as a joke. None of this is adulting to me. And because I know any woman who has the beings of a woman, you know, that the thing that comes in a woman that makes us a woman, that thing that tricks in and gives you the maternal instinct, all that. Any woman with that knows that's not some way we play. That's actually the way you'll make a woman snap. Not make her calm down and stop and leave you alone. And to any mother out here, forget what your kids doing. To any mother out here who ain't fighting for theirs, you opening the door to get these people hurt, because they gonna fight. They gonna mess with the wrong person's kid, the wrong person's family, the wrong person. Period. And to all the family members who are getting harassed, you need to, when these people are calling you, you need to make a reports out, because they're harassing you. You have nothing to do with what somebody else is doing. Nothing to do. So blood don't make you guilty. Like, what? That's the internet, though, for you. We justify hatred, just like the world. We justify wrong till it's knocking at our back door. We disrespect each other, and still none of them can really tell you what the root of their hatred for each other is. It's just hatred, because they'll tell you that they hated each other when you thought they were friends. So when was there ever anything with you guys? Like, it's just sad, but my world is so much bigger than that, that even in that sadness, I'm thankful for the things I have that are great. That's it. And I have down days. I have angry days. And like I tell y'all, when I first digest bad news, I'm very, very, where the truth is, everything I used to feel is what I did instantly. Now I try to digest. So even when I'm going through the motion, I try to stay, you know what I mean? Like I said. Now, you know what stops evil? You would never stop it. Just like no matter how good your world is around you. I know people who will say, I've never seen stuff like that. I've never encountered this. That don't mean it's not so. So you know how you keep your world happy? You have to disengage yourself. So yeah, they gonna talk about you. Yeah, there's gonna be people you think are cool with you that's gonna come bring it to you when you're trying to ignore it. But here's the thing: if you're not gonna take physical action or legal action, talking is over. Say what you gotta say, get it all out, and then be done with it. What do I do when I come on here? I tell y'all, let me get this out. Then the next time I'm gonna roast these bastards. Then the next time it's like I'm just letting you know, I see what you're doing. You can't do it to me, and I'm moving on. And that's what I do. I move around. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. But it don't change. I don't mess with you. It don't change. You'll never bully me. It don't change. If I want to talk about you, I will. That's it. That's it. And when you have that stance, that's why I said, people talking about me all the time. I don't go listen. I don't care. I don't care. Because here's something different between me and them. Most people who got something bad to me say about me on the internet, once upon a time they was kissing my ass on the internet. They were, without me even being nothing. So what they saying is fake. You get what I mean? Because I can not like you and say that what I liked about you was what I liked about you. It's that simple. So, like I said, you know better, you do better. You want better, you be better. You want to know how good you are in life, look at the 5 closest things to you. The 5 things you spend your time around. And it'll tell me who you are. You know, if when you go through your YouTube feed, it's filled with all bullshit, you better ask yourself what you watch. That's all I can tell you. And to anybody, Danny does not sit in anybody's chat. Let me tell you something. Let me give y'all this real quick. I don't go in the bushes nowhere. I could be watching your live while you live and I ain't in the bushes. I'm on my throne observing. You'll never be able to call me to a chat because only goofies with puppet strings can be called somewhere and go. They say you're not what they call you, you what you answer to. I don't answer to losers. I don't get in ponds filled with snakes. And I don't bring to my dinner table trash. So if on your channel you have whatever those trashy ass things I just named, they ain't gonna be on your chat doing shit. And wait, you gonna call me to your chat to what? Check me? You can't check me, boo. I'm uncheckable. So that's not gonna happen. And why would I argue with liars? Why? Why? All they do is lie. I ain't never seen so much lying in my, I mean, they lie. Like cheap Oriental rugs, they lie. Lie, 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 lie. Then it's never coming to you. And one thing about me different than these people, everything I watched, I told y'all I watched it. Nobody told me about it. If I'm watching Maria live and she keeps saying she got into it with Sweets and Beyond, you know what I'm gonna go to? Sweets and Beyond's channel and see what Sweet's saying. And if while watching Sweets, Kat get up there and she start telling her story, I'm gonna go to Kat's channel and see what Kat talking about. You heard me. You heard me. Now I'm just gonna say, well, whatever Maria say is what everybody did. Then they be mad at me. Because I'm not in a gossip team. Because they ain't gonna find me in not one group chat ever. Ever. Because I ain't never called nobody to tell them, girl, you better get on over the Fluky plate because he got a dookie this knots on a poogity bag. Did I call Amber on IG to tell her that John was trying to send the police to her house in the middle of the night where she got kids sleeping? I sure did. I sure did call on IG. You know why? Because that's some real boss shit. Because whether something was going or not, the kids don't deserve that. Because see, Danny got a conscience. Danny has a moral compass. Danny has a soul. These people don't. Because they kids so important that they are putting their kids in all this bullshit. But they kids untouchable and everybody else's are. Like I said, if my kid was a full junkie, if my kid was running around like Tink Tink with a dink swinging out, honey, let you think you could come to me and talk about them. Let you think you could sit in my face and disrespect them. Let you think you could bring them on the internet to make a mockery of them. And I just be okay with it. My kid could come up on here and tell y'all, I hate my mama. I can't stand her. I never loved her. She make me sick. I wish she wasn't my mama. And you know who I'm still going to be defending? The one I carried in my womb. The one I laid down and made. The one that belonged to me. So that's why I tell you, in my world, none of this is acceptable. Nobody, I know people who hate each other. They don't go after each other's kids. I know some stories of some people who hated somebody and they wouldn't kill the other person's kid because they hated the person. And I thought that was so wrong. But you know what they said? They wanted the person to suffer. So to me, if you mess somebody's kids, you want to try to make them suffer. If you want me to suffer, then you will suffer. Like I ain't got that grown yet. I'm not that above. So I don't do things. I do unto others as I want done to myself. I don't mess with y'all kids. But like I said, if you on here talking about squirting in somebody's face and your kids in the background, I'm talking about that. If your kid come in asking to tear down a raw potato, I'm talking about that. If your kids start a channel to talk about you, I'm talking about. If my kids start trying to talk about me, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to say, damn, can you believe this boo-boo head? So I'm just being honest. Shoot. Yeah. And that's why I said, and all these people who want to know who you are. For what? That's a threat in itself. You want to know who I am for what? So you could do what? Type my whole name instead of my nickname? Marie and Dream said, there's no need to argue with each other. And then here's the thing. Can't nothing be brought here because this ain't a trial. And that's what people understand when you go in the chats. You're not on trial. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Judge Robinson holding trials on nobody. Yeah. We good. How we derail is we keep feeding it. You know, I would say that. But yeah, even with that, like I said, even in everything else, that happens all the time. People want to tell people name. People want to tell what they said. People want to tell what your PayPal was. People, that's what they do. You sit in rooms with a bunch of people that do the bunch of shit. Shit happens. But you know something else that happens around here? And I gotta say this, and this is really for the John Yates sector, for real. This for them. One of the things I seen that going over here is all the news is old. So somebody could have told your name 4 months ago. They telling you now to start something. It's all derailing. It's all deflecting. It's all messy. It's all bad. It's not good. Have you ever noticed with every secret that these heifers have, it's somebody else who knew about it, but you? So everybody would have knew that I told, this is just an example because I never had a conversation with Maria off the line. Everything me and Maria have ever talked about, y'all got a screenshot of it because we did it on the computer. But let's just say I said to Maria something, then Maria told Nurse Jen. And then 4 months later, they both out in it because they both knew. But nobody catches that part. They don't catch that part. But they catch that because we were once close, they're saying something so it makes it true. But nobody realizes that while they're saying how bad I am, they had been snaking me months ago. That's why it was a team of them snaking me together. That's why they always say stuff like, you know what, we've been talking about this for months. But nobody was talking about it with me. You were on the phone with me every day, but you were on the phone with somebody else we cool with telling them that I'm snaking you. Sound like y'all was snaking me. We gotta think. Is anybody home? Is anybody home? Not one of these groups of mean bitches that hang out together, not one of them having snaked each other. So the fact that they are all talking about other snakes, it always makes me laugh and giggle. Because I've never seen so much snaking. I mean, we could all, if right now I just said anybody from the Yates sector, something never been done to you, everybody that's from over there Yates sector is gonna tell me a story of something that was done on them, lied on them, said about them, where they had to leave, why they don't go somewhere no more. Everybody got the story. Everybody do. Because it's filled with snakes. Like I said, you jumping in a snake pond and mad that you got bit. It's filled with snakes. Venomous ones too. And that's why I said, look at the crews. The crew is a bunch of people that once upon a time was stabbing each other in the back. Once upon a time, they were saying they was going to take their life because of the same people they hanging with, but now they cool. Like I said, George he started a channel to go after the bee, but he ran with the bee. While the bee was doing what she was doing to me, while the bee was saying the things she was saying about Heidi, doing the things she was doing, all these people, half the people in his chat, other than the people that used to be with her too and left because she was just what they knew too. To me, that's weird. That's like me robbing a bank with somebody. Then that's what the word snitch come from. Snitch come from me doing something with you, but then telling on you to get it off of me. But on here, they ain't even doing it to snitch. They just doing it to prove that I could talk about how wrong you are, even if I was sitting there. So Jules is such a racist that I knew it for months, but I'm just telling it since I separated from her. Don't sound like she's such a racist. Sounds like you might be one too. Yeah, let's stop. We're not fighting him. Y'all know that ain't allowed, okay? Because there's no need to. I ain't gonna let none of y'all get respected up in here. Because that's the difference between me and everybody else. I didn't come in here with a side. I came in here with a kingdom. So in here, we ain't gonna disrespect nobody. Yeah, my block gang, like I said, y'all already know. When I want to see somebody, I can't see him. That's why sometimes I go on these other chats and they'll be like, hey, such and such in there. I don't see him. Because they so blocked under me. Like I said, I want to see some of them people. And some of them ain't on my block list, but I don't see them. When they in the building, I don't see them. I don't talk about it every day. See, I ain't like the rest of these people. Like Muzz, I never like her. You can't disrespect me like that, and I ever will. And it's okay if other people do. That's a you thing. Man, I don't have anything against anybody who does. But I don't see her when she in a chat. I don't. So even when I would go in chats and speak, I didn't see her. And she'd be right there. I didn't even have her blocked. She'd be right there. I didn't see her. And I never came in the chat and acknowledged her name because I don't see her. Real bosses, I ain't got time for that. You can't disrespect me more than once. You can't fuck me twice. Like, it's just impossible, you know? Like, it's on me otherwise. And I'm not going to stop going where I want to go because somebody don't like me neither. That's true. But now if the content creator is allowing them to treat me like crap, then I'm not going because of the content creator. Not because of the subscribers. Subscribers do... Look, there go Passat. She the good one. Hey, Passat. She the angel. She's the Egyptian queen. But anyway, yeah, I just, you know, now if a content creator is disrespecting me, I don't go there. Because that's their place and it's on them how it goes down. So yeah. But yeah, y'all, like I said, it's nothing but love and respect. And here. Okay, now don't tell me what y'all doing somewhere else. I can't talk about nowhere else. But yeah. Yeah, let's not mention you know, two wrongs don't make it right. It might make it feel damn good, but it don't make it right. But once again, as adults though, we govern ourselves. That's who we govern. So like I said, I can't shoot you and then tell you I can't stand people who shoot people. Because see, I'm gonna have a reason for why I shot you. They are too. That's what we gotta know. You know what I mean? But like I said, one thing about me, I'm so grown when anything is something that'll try to push me where I'm not gonna go. And you know, Danny just say, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Cause like I said, I'm feeling a day of love. I'm feeling a day of happiness. And I plan to be back live again today. I do, but it might be a members only. It might be because I'm debating. You know, tomorrow is my movie date, so tomorrow I'm gonna do that. So I might not go live tomorrow on movie day, but I'm debating. I might do another live tonight. I know I'm doing a members only one day this week, but I might come back live tonight when I go home. I might. I'm debating. No, don't hold me to it now, y'all. I came and gave her today because I didn't do a pajama jimmy jam, and I love my kingdom and I love crowns. So I just wanted to come in and respect y'all crowns and speak to y'all and see you. So I did that. Yeah, it don't make it right. But like I said, sometimes it feel damn good. But two wrongs don't make it right. It don't. And if you know something, that's like saying, I hate being cheated on because it makes me feel this way, but I cheated on somebody because, wait, cheating's cheating, ain't it? You know what I mean? Like, I can't be against and do. So I could hate you doing this to me and I could get you back. But I promise you won't be with that. Because the last thing you'll ever say to me was, I did what you did. I won't. I'll get you back, though. I'll get you back. I miss y'all too. I really did. I got nothing but love for the kingdom, and I got nothing but love for the respect that people show me. Is I don't call it butt kissing because I don't want nobody to kiss my butt because I ain't never, my lips don't pucker that way. But I like respect. And the thing about respect is respect thyself first. And when we do that, it's things we just won't even take or stoop to the level of even you being a part of. That's all we can do. You want better, do better. You know better, do better. And that's all I can give you. That's all I can give everybody. I love all of y'all. Nobody is in a special place other than respect with me. So I love y'all. Thank you. I want to find places where we could stand together. Because as the world fights against us, at one point you're going to realize all we got is each other. That's it. And the real will stand together, no matter what. Like I said, when nations, when worlds, when countries, when gangs, when whatever come together, enemies have to come together sometimes to make it happen. But see, you got to be able to come in a boss seat to be able to even do that. You got to, because we got to come for the better good. And that's what I told you. I'm about a chain of change. I could take you to a million chats where we could do the same old funky two-step, and ain't nothing going to ever come out of it good. So, like I said, I'm going to get out of here. Look at my parents trying to creep into my life. Hey, Beard. They love me so much, even though they won't let me play the piano for hours. But they love me. They do. They do. I'm their favorite. I'm their favorite, definitely. Definitely, guys. Thank you. Have a great one too, Jill. Everybody have a great one. Everybody who came in for the first time, thank you. Thank you for showing me your crown coming in. I really love when people come out and they can come in. This is a safe place. This is a safe. I will let no one get disrespected in here. Period. Because if you looking for the fight, this ain't where it's at. This ain't where it's at. This ain't where it's at. This is the safe place for real bosses, for real kings, for real queens, for real leaders, for real chiefs. It's that place. This is that place. And that's how I like it. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Who did something to Sweets? What is going on in this chat? Because I ain't even finna walk away. What's going on? What happened, Sweets? What you tell me? What happened, Sweets? Brandy, what's up, cuz? How you doing? That's my blood. Mm-hmm. Secret Treasures, how you doing? How you doing? What happened? Why is Sweets disgusted and... Hold on. Let me go up. I actually thought I was being good. I don't think I did nothing disgusting and disappointing. Did I? Did I? No, I didn't. You know, sometimes I'm sure I might have. I ain't always a saint, and I'm not that good with my words sometimes, and I may drop the F-bomb 452 times in a 35-minute period. But come on, don't judge me. When you have someone in the chat that's family is literally coming online saying that the person is a liar and causing that. Okay, well, the Morris Portland OR, I'm sorry if I messed up any of your name. One I have never seen out of nowhere. You just came in to contradict, which tells me that when we talk deflection, this is part of it. Because out of nowhere, here comes somebody to say that there's someone in my chat. Do they do this in my chat? Because how would this not be a safe place? They come in my chat to do that? Because when whatever just happened between Maria and Dreamsicle, when I saw it, I asked for it to be ceased. So I don't know where I wouldn't make it a safe place. I didn't say, hey, Maria, hey, Dreamsicle, are you messing with Maria? Because Maria's untouchable in here. I didn't say that. And I didn't say, hey, Maria, is Dreamsicle messing with you? She got to go because I didn't say that. As a matter of fact, I ain't go off on nobody because these are grown-ass women. So I want to know where I didn't make it a safe place, because I'm going on 3 years as a content creator. And in the 3 years I've been a content creator, we have never had fights in my chat. We've had some disagreements of words. So I want to know when it ain't been a safe place. And who are you to tell me it's not a safe place? Because there's somebody in my chat who called somebody a liar. Half these heifers in here done called each other liars. Half the people that's in here now were waiting for me to come live so they could come in and spew some shit. Danny's not stupid. I've watched this go on chat after chat. This is all part of the deflection and the bullshit we talk about. This whole thing is a setup to me and my platform, but it won't go on here. Even if Maria goes into every chat and y'all have a problem, and she's in this chat, just like if Dreamsicle's in this chat, if Daisy just came in this chat, Lorex, who just came in this chat for the first time, Sweets and Beyond, everybody in here came in as their self. They didn't come in here to run from nobody, to hide from nobody, and to explain their self to anyone. And I try to stay on an adult basis with that. But these childish grown-ass women want to keep looking for places to fight. When you thought she couldn't go any longer. The Morris Portland came in here. And as many chats as Danny going, I've never even seen that name. But they done came in here to let us all know who's bad. That tells me this is one of the people who do the stuff. This is one of the people warring with Maria, not Danny. That's what's wrong with y'all. This has nothing to do with it. This is why when people talk about neighborhoods get messed up because people that are trashy come into it and trash it out. Unacceptable. We were literally sitting here laughing, playing piano. Wasn't nobody in here fighting about shit. And if anyone came in here to start another conversation, they purposely came to bring that. So now I ain't leaving them back in peace. In this period, just saying how you doing. That's it. I notice what some of y'all do. Y'all go from chat to chat to bring the stuff, propaganda, drama, to start fights, to say, look, nobody's siding with us. They all side with wrong. We weren't in here siding with shit. Here's the thing, Maria, Dreamsicle. If Maria and Dreamsicle have a problem, this ain't the motherfucking place for it. This ain't what we talking about. This not what we doing. So nobody got to come in here and defend Maria nor Dreamsicle, because this ain't that. Matter of fact, we wasn't even talking about that. If Maria doxed Dreamsicle, it's wrong. If Maria didn't dox Dreamsicle, she didn't dox Dreamsicle. But either way it go, how did that come here? And why? You know why? Because Monday through Sunday, you bitter bitches can't get off of the bad pot. And then people come, I'm disappointed and disgusted. I literally started a live to talk about love, life, light, importance. I'm sitting in my dang near 80-year-old parents' house arguing with grown-ass women about what's right and wrong. And to anybody who think I can't go low enough, you ain't seen me go low yet. But here's the thing I'll never stoop to. Being in a chat under a name that's not mine, trying to check and correct adults. Never. I don't got that much time in my life. It's so dumb just saying. It is. Because the miserable people have to come and bring misery. They have to wherever they go. If everything you touch turn to mud, if everywhere you go turn into an argument, that's you. Check you. Check the source. Check the source. I read my chat after every live. I even go back and read where it was blocked. You can't, that's one thing I do. One thing Danny does do, because sometimes I miss what y'all said good. I don't go back reading for negativity. And I don't jump in anybody's fights just to fight with people. I don't want to just fight. I want to fight for a win. What do we fight? What are we fighting to prove to change? Y'all not changing half the stuff y'all doing. Half the stuff people doing is just ignorance. Ignorance. Period. Then they come up there under these names of these other things. It's just a bunch of cowards, bullies, messy, succubus. They are anything you name that destroys. Soul snatchers, joy snatchers, wet dream killers. I'm none of those. I'm not. Hey, but Dreamsicle, where she ain't taking account, where you can't have your fight with Maria is here. Like, that ain't it. Hey, go in Maria chat. If she got you blocked, you don't. Go in the comments if you don't. Hey, but here's one thing I can promise you. There are about 5 chats right now that if they go live and you go in there, you could shit her name out. But where you can't come up in is into another. See, that's where people don't respect each other. We don't go into chats to fight with our enemies. What? Dreamsicle, you've been coming around since the beginning of me coming around. I ain't seen you in a while. So I know you didn't come today just to check Maria. You came out of respect for me to come in my chat and check Maria. If Maria, that's what y'all think I put Maria on a pedestal. I don't. None of you bitches are on a pedestal with me. If you've ever had your shoe tied in this bullshit, you haven't. You're not in a pedestal with me. No humans on a pedestal with me. But also what people aren't going to do is make me decide on who I'm going to like, respect, or not respect. Because half of y'all are sitting with the devil. And y'all not checking them. Check what's yours. Please, to everybody, don't come up in here to check your enemy. This ain't that. And I'm sorry that chats let people do that. That's not what we're doing. And I know for both of my parents, they probably thinking, people actually just come and take their time out their morning, their afternoon to start confusion. And they do. They do, mama. And some people stand around and let it. I'm not. And I ain't got shit against Dreamsicle. Still don't. And if Dreamsicle is doxed by whoever is still wrong, because like I said, the action of doxing people is wrong. But what we aren't going to catch is justice in the chat. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all keep winning y'all not even winning the battle. You damn sure ain't winning the war. That's it. That's it. But like I said, I can proudly say, in all my years of YouTubing, I ain't never went in nobody chat and started confusion. And I ain't never went nobody chat to check nobody unless I'm checking the content creator. So, to each his own. But the only way to keep my house clean is to make sure I don't allow it in, man. I can't speak for nobody else. And to everybody who offered this got disappointed or sad, we should get disappointed that it doesn't, the content creator, I cannot control everyone's keyboard. I cannot. And I cannot ice out everybody and everything that somebody wants, but accept everything that they want that I don't either. And I'm not doing that. I'm not conforming. I'm not in no clique. I belong to no gang and no sector on the internet. I am a free thinker, a free individual, and a person. Not perfect, I'm flawed and everything else. But none of this stuff would I do. And all these people that come in and tell you how bad this person is and how bad that person, they'll sit on the chat with people doing way worse and never say a word. Wake up and grow up, people. Like I said, to those who just were flustered, I'm flustered because one thing I don't like, I hate confusion. The devil is the author of confusion. And this was all confusing because one, we had even got off talking about docs and what we do with kids. We were on a whole nother subject. This ain't the redemption corner. But like I said, I'm going to go on back to love, peace, and joy in my life. And it won't stop me from going live. It won't stop me. I ain't putting no blocks on nobody but the Morris Portland, all that bullshit. I have no time for that bullshit. That the ones that come in that was sitting watching and said, I'm going to go up in there and say something because like I told you, it's people that's literally wait for me to go live. Wait for me to put out a video so they can have something to say. They waiting for my attention. And thanks to this bullshit y'all just put in this chat, I just gave attention to bullshit. That's not boss, grown up, queen, king. That ain't that kind of behavior. That's peasant behavior. That's weak behavior. I'm tired of being amongst people who seem to think that's okay. And they measure it on everybody who's measured. So there'd be somebody sitting talking about, man, Danny was letting it go down in her chat. She was just letting Maria take no accountability. What the Some of y'all need to take accountability in the fact that 9 out of 10 chats y'all are in are messy. That when we talk about doxing children, these are the people that do it. The chats y'all go to. Not the ones everybody else go to. I go to chats where people dox each other and don't cry about it. I still don't stop them. I still think it's wrong. Like I said, I don't see people on the internet go to somebody's viewing so they could take pictures of them in a casket and then use it as a thumbnail. I've seen that on the internet, on YouTube. And does that mean I'm ever going to do something that's stupid? I wouldn't disrespect your dead people like that. Ever. Because I'm never going to let you do it to me. And I said that. I said I'm not okay with doxing. So nobody needs to come in here and defend that because I already said that. I don't give a fuck who's doing it. Y'all give a fuck. That's why y'all cool with some doxers and not cool with other doxers. Y'all cool with gay men who torture women. Y'all cool with all that shit. Don't come in here with lectures. Nobody. That's a nobody thing. And if that makes you mad that somebody actually makes y'all act like adults, then you can't be around adults. And to all the cheerleaders who come around to tell everybody things, I bet everything. I can bet anything I love and everything I love that it's going to be somebody behind them fake names that's either a bigot, a gay man who tortures women, a bigot, a gay man who tortures women, a flat out Ku Klux Klan member, or white supremacist. It's going to be a Karen. It's going to be someone who doxes, because these are the people who do this shit. And if you fall under that fucking line, you do. Danny ain't trying to be none of that. So when you come here, remember whose house you in. Remember that. And remember that I don't want to argue with nobody or see nobody out here arguing over what? What y'all arguing about? Ain't none of y'all arguing about what's going on in the world. Ain't none of y'all arguing about none of that, but y'all in here arguing about this shit. Get your life together. Get your life together. And the real reason why people don't go live is because I want to X out all these trashy mofos who come through here. And most of them come from the John Gay circle, because it's filled with bitter, hateful, pandemic people. They the virus. Does that mean everybody over there is? No. Most of them are, though. They sit in back groups. They tell you old news. They turn on each other. They are friends just to be enemies. It's the worst. It's why women hate women. They the example of. The example of privilege. The example of everything I hate. And this type of stuff is too. Where you look, I look down at the chat and I'm just like, damn, wait, what's going on? And how did we get here? And how come it always got to be the same people involved? You know why? Because they want to make sure everywhere Maria go, they done made her an enemy with somebody. But here's the thing. What it'll do is just have me saying, don't bring that shit into my chat. Period. I will literally start a live and put, if you haven't been subscribed for fucking 7 days. And I'll do it every time I go live, and I will set the live 10 minutes before it starts, which means you won't be able to come up in here. Or you're going to have to stay subscribed to me all the time just so you could come in here and talk crap. I'm not subscribed to nobody in here that I want to talk crap about. There's not one person I'm subscribed to that I want to talk crap about. Like I said, y'all keep that hatred in y'all soul and y'all spirit. But just remember, as the world goes into hate 3.0, these are the people that feel the space that gave it an opening to come in. They are the hatred. They are the demise. They are the beast. They are the devil. They are the succubus. They are the negative energy. And I am wise enough to see it. So like I said, you didn't hurt nobody by coming up here, and what you did was just prove it. Like I said, it's always going to be them, and it didn't change nothing. It didn't change nothing with me and nothing. Nothing. Just I don't like that in here. I don't. It's going to be people you don't like. Like I said, some of y'all sit with people that are flat out have literally said they hate black people. They demise black people. They want them to die. They've used the N-word, and y'all sit with them. And I never stop nobody when they come in and say, I did catch you over at such and such chat, and you don't seem to notice they're racist. I don't. Don't come up in here with that with me. Some of y'all sit with people who y'all know done dox people. Y'all don't care. Y'all sit with people that threaten to put out people's kids, little kids. They threaten to do it, and y'all still sit with them. Don't come over here with that. Y'all sit with prostitutes openly. Don't come over here with that judgment. Because like I said, every time we talk about a racist, it's some man y'all done brought over or somebody y'all brought in. Don't do that to me. Don't come over here with that. I can like whoever I want. I can go wherever I want. I can support whoever I want. I can do whatever I want, and so can you. But don't come over here with that. Don't come over here looking for your enemies, please. Please don't. Y'all done just made me spend 10 minutes talking about some shit I don't even care about. I care about this platform. I care about me looking like the goofies I watch let their chats become a big goofy fest. So today we gave a warning. The next, before destruction is the warning. You come in here to check anybody. I don't care who you are. My mama come in here and do it. You are getting blocked that day, never to come off my list. So take that how you may. You come in here under some name that sound like some cockamamie bullshit, and you came in here, Johnny Cochran, you're dead to this channel, so you can go meet Johnny Cochran because you're getting blocked. I say that all with love. I say that and tell everybody have a great Monday. Like I said, Danny's still in a good place. I got nothing against nobody. I'm not pissed at nobody. I'm just telling you, that'll never be my chat. I look at their chats, they goofies. They chat stay a war zone. Racial stuff going in, racists coming in, bigots coming in. But if they all talking about one person, it's okay. No, that ain't this. If y'all could come together for that, then y'all should be able to come together for change. But y'all can't because the hate is too deep in y'all. But good wins. Go read the back of any one of y'all, the end of any of y'all Bibles y'all reading at the end, good wins. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. Y'all all gonna lose. Yeah, all gonna lose. And I can't wait to Google get off his ass. Because all y'all gonna lose y'all channels because they promote what is wrong. So on that note, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here and enjoy being loved. And just because ain't no piss me off. Mommy gonna have to be mad. This is how my chat was going. Sweet. It was going nice. Then this is what came in. That's what came in. Let me stop for my mama go off. All right. I had to get that out. I'm back in a good mood. I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm back happy. I'm back happy. The music just saved my soul. That just saved my soul. Oh my God. I'm back. I'm back. Oh my God. I'm back. Missy says, how you doing? You just in time for the music. I go where I want. Yep. If the conversation's against someone, I'd leave. And here's the thing. I don't have to know the person. If the conversation's against what I stand for, I leave. See, look, I'm telling y'all, I had to let them know. Like, look, we gonna bring come on, we back. The channel back. It's for everybody. Dream City YouTube, it's back. We back. We back. We back on this. We angels. But for those who feel like sometimes they come in a chat and they just gotta get it out, we gonna get it out with the computer. I mean, not the computer. Y'all doing that already. We gonna get it out with the piano. So we gonna let the anger out with the piano. Let's get it. Did y'all get? Did you feel it? Did you feel something releasing in the music? Now get back happy. Angels. This says angels to me. That says angels. This says bad chat. We don't want it. We don't want it. Because my mama's going to tell me to stop, okay? She's going to tell me to stop playing that loud shit. So we got to be angels. You have a blessed day too, cuz. I tell them I be trying to be on here being good. I'm trying to give them Danny Toven. Not Beethoven, Danny Toven. That's it. And Dreamsicle, you didn't come in and tell me how good I was playing this piano, girl. You were supposed to come in and be like, dang, sis. When I heard that, I thought I had walked into the symphony. That's what you were supposed to come up in here saying, sis. But I'm going to let it slide today. But when you do the rewatch, just make sure you come back in the rewatch and come in the comments and be like, girl, Danny, how did I miss that? How did I miss that solo? Just make sure everybody does that. When you come back, just be like, forget everything else that happened. Be like, Danny was on there just. I don't know. I feel like I should be at the Pope's funeral playing. Because when you play like this, we can't talk about nothing else. I'm not trying to hear no other conversations. If they're not talking today, hey, Reddit, talk about how good I play. Put some real shit on the internet about me. Okay? Okay? And if y'all got a problem with PayPal, send me some PayPals for some piano lessons. If you're not doing that, don't even talk to me about PayPal, okay? Because I don't even need piano lessons, all right? I'm a self-taught. Piano fingers, piano fingers, piano fingers. So I'm going to get me, my piano fingers, and my love for my kingdom up out of here. Y'all, I love you. I'm sorry for anything. Oh, Southern chit chat. How you doing? How you doing? See, I'm missing people. Cree, I'm up in here missing people. I'm sorry, y'all. I got so caught up in this piano. That's probably why I didn't see what was going on in the chat, you know? And probably when I go rewatch the chat, I'm gonna get so caught up in me playing the piano that I'm gonna probably forget to read it. But I'm reading it. Oh, I'm reading it. Y'all, I love y'all, for real. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for making me be a better person so I ain't these bitches. And thank y'all for being better people when you come up in here. And thank y'all for not turning this into a war, but y'all did have it in the battlefield now. I don't like that. Who sunk my battleship? I don't like it. I don't like it. We live today, we learn tomorrow. Okay? So I love you guys, and I will see you all later. Bye. See you. Let's stop doxing. Everybody. Let's just stop that. Let's not be a part of that. Let the doxers dox. You know? I mean, well, that's what we do anyway. But you guys, let's be good. Be good today. Be good today on Monday at least. Stop making it a manic Monday. Okay? You know, that's one of my favorite songs. Don't make it a manic Monday. I love you guys. See ya. I know. Amen to that. Let's have some love. Dang. I love you guys. See ya. See ya. And remember, Danny is never going to be with the wrong thing. I'm not at all. I don't need to say it. Y'all know it because I don't do it. So I love you guys. And I do a lot of wrong things that I don't want none of y'all doing. Dang. But still, we'll talk about that on another day when I'm talking about me. Bye, y'all. Love you. See ya. I'll be playing pianos for you. I'll write you guys a song. I might make a short of me writing a song about me. All right, guys. I love you. Bye. I'm gone. I'm gone. Seriously. I'm out. Bye. I love you. I love you. And my sweets and beyond better be happy because I love her too. I'm gone, guys. I'm gone. I love you all. Bye.